Hell yeah. We're on time tonight. Let's go. Let's go. For anyone who doesn't know, I was late I was like an hour late yesterday. So hope you guys are doing good. We got a lot to do tonight. So a lot of good stuff to do. What's up, Dusk? What's up, Apple? Good to see you guys. Wait, hold on. Oh boy, more bumbling through code time. Dusk, what the hell? Hello, Snorlax. Thank you, Apple. Thank you. Snorlax says hello back. About time someone said hello, Snorlax. Like, come on, dude. It's like a key part of my streams is Snorlax. I gotta get my chat on my laptop really quick. That's how I look at chat. So that's what we're currently doing. So yeah, how are you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing good. Got the Santa hat on, of course. So let's open up good old VS Code. And then yeah. So let's get real festive with the Santa hat and candy cane. For real, right? That's what I'm saying. Out jollying me? Okay, come on now. I don't know about that. You can't really beat my jolliness. What's up in social dev? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Sorry, I didn't even have my IDE open at first. Okay. IDE, whatever you want to call it. VS Code isn't an actual IDE, I don't think, but... Oh, really quick though, before we get into it, because I always show off what drink I'm drinking. I got Arizona tea yet again, but it's not like in the can, it's in the fucking plastic, which is... I hate it. I hate it, I'll be honest, but it's all good. I'm rewriting your RPG in Rust instead of writing the paper I should be. You should definitely write your paper, dude. Don't spend time fixing my mess in Rust. Alright. Yo, what's up? What's up, Rye? How are you? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. We got the cool regulars in here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, so last night we were working on the menu manager. And it's a pretty cool concept, but I'm still a little worried in regards to the accessibility of it. I thought maybe what we should have done is have this be like kind of in the game loop or something like that. I don't know. So don't perpetrate the rewrite in Rust jokes. Okay. Revo code. Oh, okay, I see. I wanted to ask you this for my main menu. I'm simply using functions on a main menu header file with corresponding C++ first logic. Same thing going to be done for the fight menu. What's the point of classes? The point of classes, I mean, the way that I like to, I'm guessing scalability, but even then, aren't functions supposed to be scalable? I mean, kinda. Well, I mean, the reason I'm doing classes, like the reason I'd want to do like a menu class, for instance, is because I want to be able to create a class probably in the most efficient and most scalable way possible. And I can also kind of encapsulate the main functionality of a menu for every single menu. That way, like, I don't have a function having to rewrite, like, you know, because like the way that I was doing it is initially when I first made this thing it was just like this. It was kind of like a switch case statement. This is literally a menu. This is quite literally a menu. Or this is a choice from a menu. See, look, print menu. This is an old menu called print menu. So, but this is obviously kind of a inefficient way of doing it. So you kind of want to, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of want to make it more scalable. I mean, it just kind of depends on the how large your project is. Hi, my dream is to be a crazy programmer, mainly in robotics or just other coding stuff. Like what you're doing here. Do you have any advice for me? Well, I'm definitely still a student, so I'm not like a professional, obviously, but definitely just honestly, the best advice for programming in general is just find something that you really like to do and just focus on doing that and create projects. Don't just try to avoid tutorial hell. Try to avoid tutorial hell is what my biggest advice would be. Although tutorials are good, try to avoid it. But I'm also a student studying in game development. Any tips on learning C++? I feel like my first semester wasn't the best since we just did a snake game. Best advice for C++ is honestly a project like this is really good to practice. And in terms of C++, I mean, I feel like the more you use it, the more you kind of learn about it. I don't know, I forgot in my first class how much we did. I don't know if we got to object-oriented programming in my first C++ class, but if you didn't, I would definitely look into that because that's probably like one of the biggest parts about C++. So, but yeah, okay. Menu manager, create menu. So what I was thinking is, because this is kind of weird, because like we have like a menu manager, which is just going to manage the menu, obviously, the name. It's going to manage it on a stack, which will work. But my main concern was these functions here. Maybe function pointers would be kind of a better methodology. Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't know a lot about function pointers in the first place. So I'd have to like kind of really learn more about it, I guess, if that makes sense. In order for us to use it, but I don't really know. What's up, Jack? How are you doing, Jack? I don't know. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter. We can continue to keep writing this. This is what we're going to do today. We're going to create these three, and then we're going to have to somehow implement it for the game loop for it to be able to work. So let's go ahead and do the fight menu, I think it is. Manager, create fight menu. And I feel like we would definitely need to pass in party. I don't know that for sure. So let's just kind of start creating what we would actually need to do. Yeah, so we do same thing, just menu stack and place. Kind of the same thing, honestly, just choose an option, something like that. Doing good, procrastinating, studying for exams tomorrow. Damn, I already finished my exams too. I had an online exam I had to do before the stream. So hopefully I did good. I don't know. But what class is it for, if you don't mind me asking? Can't wait to go home in 4 days. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, I got a well, not unfortunately, I'm very blessed and very lucky, but I have a a job in tech, like a part-time job, nothing like crazy here, where I go to school. So I'm gonna be working quite a bit this Christmas. But discrete mathematics, okay. I don't think I had to take discrete. I think the highest I had to do was linear algebra. So I don't think discrete's crazy hard. I don't remember though. I have some friends who were like in double E and all that other kind of stuff. I'm not sure what they said about it, but luckily I also got to avoid differential equations. I heard that one's a bitch. Vector. Yeah. Okay. And okay, so the fight menu, we gotta remember what the fuck that was, or like what options were there. Where was that? Combat? Yeah, it was in combat. I think so. Do you have a programming language that I should use? I am not new to coding, but I haven't coded anything big yet. I'm also pretty young. By the way, I want to be a game dev or robotics engineer. Me too. I did linear algebra directly. Cool. I mean, honestly, in terms of language, C++ is good for obviously game dev and honestly robotics too. I don't know what kind of robotics you're looking to do. I'm pretty sure C++ is pretty good for robotics too, isn't it? Like, what's the go-to robotics language? I actually don't know that. I don't do a lot of... Oh, Python. Okay. Python is great for... Okay. So it looks like C++ is honestly a pretty safe bet if you do C++. Python is good too though. But yeah. C++ is great, especially because game development too is, I mean, C++ is pretty big for game development as well, so. But yeah. Now, if you were doing more like embedded programming for like microcontrollers and stuff like that, like an ESP or something, then I'd recommend C. And then maybe going to like C++ or something like that. Okay. What is this? Get choice. Does this print? No, it doesn't print, I don't think. What's the menu we were doing? Oh yeah, this is old code. We actually don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna delete it. As far as the fight menu goes, what did we want to do? I don't even think we actually finished that. Yeah, no, we didn't actually. Now that I think about it, we did not finish the fight menu. So I think what I wanted to do for the fight menu was, obviously I wanted to have like a fight thing, like a fight option, which would this, I think, right? I think so. I don't know. Do this, and then we would do, we would have to do create. Also, I just thought about this too. I don't know. It helps to write these first though. This doesn't have to live here, but I don't know. Do Python, you can also do game dev and other stuff. Like Python is just everywhere, not low level though. Yeah, Python, I mean, yeah, I mean, you can definitely use Python for game dev, but I mean, I don't know, like most games, you're not really going to see that, I guess. Started understanding GitHub. I don't bother with unless the code is going to be huge. GitHub is really a really big deal for jobs and employers. GitHub is a really big deal. And you don't have to know like everything about it, just kind of, you know how to push, pull requests, stuff like that. Just kind of get the main gist of it. But GitHub is a pretty big deal. And most colleges, I don't think, teach you GitHub, which is kind of crazy. Python is underrated. Fuck Python. I'll say that right there. JavaScript is the better, higher level language. But yeah, GitHub's pretty important, but I don't think colleges really because my college didn't teach me GitHub. I had to learn that shit on my own. So, but GitHub is really important though. I definitely recommend doing that. So what is the pattern for the menus? So we're gonna have it, we have a menu manager, and the way that it's gonna work, or the way that we're doing it right now, and obviously this can change kind of in a minute. Really, colleges don't really cover Git? No, like not at all. Like not one bit. I swear to God. Ain't no way JavaScript is better than Python. Hey, I saw a cat in the thumbnail. Where's the cat? Sorry. Clickbait, I guess. I'm sorry. Please don't dislike the video. I like cats. I thought it was a funny little thumbnail. I'll try to, I'll make like a Khajiit class. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, sorry. The pattern for the menus, JavaScript can be used to extend your program or as a C interface to it. To extend this program. So basically the pattern is we have a menu stack, and essentially what's going to happen is we can go, we can, we're going to create the menus kind of using this functionality where it adds the it adds a new, this is creating a menu, by the way. That's what this is doing. It's creating a new menu object with the menu message and then the vector of commands, which will be these lambda functions, right? And basically every time that a menu is added, it'll display that menu. Or I mean, we'll look into that functionality in a second. Right now, I'm just trying to have all the menus, like how they're going to construct, that kind of thing. What about the profile picture? The profile picture has a cat in it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just like cats. I like cats. All right. I like cats. So every thumbnail that I have and every profile picture that I have is a cat. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. Genuinely. Select skill menu. A mouthful. Okay, and this next one would be like, I think for now we're just gonna do yeah, I think for right now it'll just be like print battle info, something like that. I think would make the most sense. And what it's gonna do is it's just going to do we need this here, by the way? Is that required? Yeah, okay, it is. Sorry, I'm still learning Lambda functions. I still don't really know everything about them just yet, so. But we're getting there. All right, so this, and then what we're gonna do here, or no, we would need the party, wouldn't we? We would need both parties though, wouldn't we? Yeah, we would. See, this is why I don't like this implementation, is because like we need a lot of this stuff. But it's like, I don't really know what else I'd be comfortable with doing other than this. I mean, it's fine. We can pass in the player party and we can pass in the enemy party, I guess, if that's, yeah, we do that. We do like reference player party. Yeah, do another reference the enemy party. Are these objects that this already knows? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. This should work. Okay. Party reference, player party. Party reference enemy party. I have a good feeling that this is gonna blow up in my face. Like, meaning I feel like it's not gonna be as scalable as I like it to be, but it's okay. It's more scalable than what the fuck we were doing, so that's what matters at the end of the day. So the way that how are we doing it now? I think how did we do it? We like didn't we have something like that where you could like print it? Yeah, it's like this, isn't it? Yeah, we did enemy party. No. We did. Wait, what did we do? Where was it? I know it doesn't. We don't print the information at the very beginning anymore. I know that. Okay, this doesn't do it. You know it's bad when I can't even find the code I'm looking for. Bye bye, have a nice stream, going to sleep. Alright, and social dev. Thank you for stopping by. Get some good rest. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, is it this? No, this is what we did earlier. I remember that now. Oh, wait, is it this right here? Oh yeah. Okay. This is what we did. We can just do this, I think, honestly. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll basically just copy that code. I feel like the best way to do this would kind of be to organize it like this, maybe. Yeah, that's probably best. And we would use the player party, both parties. We use player party, enemy party, not enemy attack, enemy party. Nice. Can you see what you have so far? Like what the code is doing? Yeah, sure. Let me, yeah, I'll do that. Let me commit these changes really quick. What's going on here? Too few arguments, create fight menu. Wait, create fight menu. Oh, because we need to pass in the party. Oh shit, this might actually get fucked up. Because we don't even have access. Oh shit. Okay, to do, fix. Damn, okay. I'll commit these changes really quick. Are we in the right branch, by the way? Yes, okay. Added fight menu, factory function, push feature, system. Huh? Oh shit, I'm stupid. My fault, my fault. Okay. We're gonna go to check out main. Okay. And I don't think any changes have been made to main at all, but I'll make sure of that really quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, so let me show you guys. What's the command I have for it again? I forget. Oh, I forget. Okay. I have 8 stars on my repository, by the way. My code is not that good. Okay. Compiling it, and then you guys will get to see what it looks like. Text, RPG, see? Cool. Alright, so it starts out like this. Excuse me. It starts out like this. We can create 4 party members for the player's party. Party member 1, we give it a name, so like John, and then choose class for John. So we have warrior, mage, archer, and healer. So we can make John like a warrior, right? And then let's do like Matt. Make Matt a mage. We can do Jesse. Make Jesse an archer. Do like Isaac. Isaac can be a healer. Then we have this very simple menu, which is not a part of the main menu yet. This is not actually what we're building yet. This is the old implementation of it. But we can fight, print party stats, or quit. Basically what this is, it's more like a arena fighter. You kind of like go through and you like fight like 4 different parties, like enemy parties. And that's kind of the main gist of it. Right now, it's the main concern when I first started this was making the combat system. So that's why I focused on this. But we can do print party stats and we get all these statistics regarding our party. So like John is a warrior. HP, attack, defense, magic, and resistance. Resistance is like resistance. It's basically like magic defense. And yeah, the levels and all that good stuff. So then if we do fight, we get battle has begun. John, Matt, Jesse, and Isaac versus enemy 1, enemy 2, enemy 3, enemy 4. Obviously just like some test code, nothing crazy. And we print the statistics of everyone in the party, our party, and the enemy party, just to kind of get a good understanding. I think we're not going to do this anymore. I did away with this, so we're not actually going to be doing this anymore. But anyway, so we get turn 1, John's turn. So John can pick from 2 skills, either to attack or defend. Let's say John wants to attack, and then choose your target. So you can choose from the 4 targets, enemy 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we're going to do enemy 2. Okay, then it's Matt's turn. Let's have Matt defend, and Matt can only defend, can only use that skill on himself. So we're gonna have Matt choose Matt. And I think, yeah, okay, I was making sure invalid option worked. I don't actually remember testing that for some reason. But let's just have the rest of them attack enemy 2. So then we get kind of these messages. We have enemy 2 lost 29 HP, mass defense was raised by 9.5. Enemy 2 lost 23 HP, enemy 2 lost 9 HP. So this is our party and what they did. And then we have enemy 1. So this is like the enemy moves. Enemy 1's defense was raised by 11.5. Enemy 2's defense raised 11.5. And then Jesse lost 26 HP because enemy 4 attacked Jesse, basically. So that's kind of all we have right now. It's nothing crazy. If I spam 1, we will inevitably win the battle. And, well, maybe. Yeah, okay. Alright. And also I did want to show that whenever one of the enemy dies, they disappear from, like, the target selection. So, anyway, that's kind of all we really have right now. It's very basic, very simple, very whatever. Here it is. How do you think I should learn C++? I mean, good to I used a lot of Free Code Camp, like the tutorials, the YouTube channel, Free Code Camp. They have like such a insanely long video, hours and hours worth of free tutorials on like this big full course, purely for C++. So if I was gonna start, I'd start there, but make sure you're doing stuff like alongside it, not just following the tutorials, you know, like maybe like try to build something alongside it with the new knowledge that you're gaining and all that kind of stuff. That's how I'd go about it. But anyways, yeah, this is fucked, I think, honestly, because yeah, no, this is not gonna work, I don't think. These functions really need to be in game. They really need to be in game. I mean, what we could do is we could pass like the game object into the constructor and kind of like store it, or you know, like use it like as a member for the menu manager, so that way we can use the members of game for our functions. Because for instance, we're gonna need the parties, right, for this. Right. We need to pass in something. So we need access to like everything that we would need for the game. So therefore, if we store, that may not be the best way to do it, but I think honestly that's probably my best solution. So I think I'm gonna do that. We'll kind of see where it takes us. Yeah, anyways, I need to go back to the branch that I need to be in. System. Cool. Okay. All right. So basically here we would have a game. Well, no, shit. That's kind of weird though, because then no, yeah, I feel like that actually would be kind of stupid. Damn, bro. I don't know. Like, there's so many different ways I could do this. I don't want to like fuck it up. I don't want to like do it wrong. I don't know. Maybe Snorlax can help me. I feel like Snorlax would probably be able to do a better job than me, if I'm being honest. So what's like the best way to have access to the game object with menu manager? We can't just include game, because we would need to include menu manager here in the game because it's going to be used. So maybe the menu manager is in game instead, possibly. I mean, I don't know I don't know how we would be able to really do that in terms of what we might do is we might just kind of move these guys to the game file, and if we can come up with like a better way to link them without having like linking errors later on, because that's what I'm afraid of, is like I don't want to, what's it called, it's like dual linking or some shit, where like you link, or where like you include game here but then you include menu manager in the game file, and therefore it kind of freaks out on you. You do 4 declarations, although I don't know if that solves the problem. 4 declarations, let me see. Is that where you just like define class game? What is that? 4 declaration informs the compiler about the existence of an entity. Yeah. This is where you just like do class, you just like do a 4 declaration, yeah. Well, the thing is, the whole reason we need access to the game file is because we need access to the game members. Like for instance, if I go here, I need access to all these 4 guys. I need access to those guys. Which honestly, maybe we could just do like, I guess we could just, I mean, maybe. could we make, I mean, would the best option just be to add the members here, and whenever the menu manager is constructed, we just pass in these members in the game? I feel like that's a lot. I don't know if that's a good idea, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, that might be the best way to do it though. Because we need access to the members, the specific game members. Because yeah, like I've used a forward declaration before, but yeah, I don't know. We might just do that, honestly. I don't really see the harm in it. Excuse me, I don't really see the harm in it. It's just kind of like weird, you know. Do you guys should start with C++ or Python? Use that. Are you like a beginner? Like, do you know Python at all, or do you know coding much? Oh, you said you were not new to programming, but haven't coded anything big yet. I mean, based on what you told me and what your goals are, I think C++ is a good option. People will tell you differently though. Both Python and C++ are really good to know though. Yeah, so. Okay, the only things that I know I need for sure are the party members. And this is kind of, it's kind of scuffed, but we'll just, fuck it, we'll just do this. And then in the actual constructor, we can just pass in, the party and kind of do that for the most part. Yeah, we'll just do that. Party player, pass in party, boss party? Wait, what? Do we even have? Oh yeah, we had arena, didn't we? We had arena, and we oh, that's gonna be kind of. Okay, so we're gonna need to. Shit. That's kind of an expensive thing to pass in, though. We'll be passing in a vector of an object, or vector of objects, which doesn't sound like a good idea. Unity. C#. Oh, C#. Love C#. I'm kidding, I hate it. Alright, yeah, this may not be the best method of doing this. It does worry me, but I think I'm just gonna keep going. See where we end up, you know what I mean? Vector of party members. Can't you just keep a pointer to the game in your menu manager? Can we do that? Well, I mean, the thing is, maybe. But it would need to know what a game is, and the thing is, what's up, Langdon, by the way? Procrastinating on studying chemistry for my exam next Friday. Chemistry? Ugh. Damn. The reason a game pointer, I'm worried about linking errors. Like I can't include game here because I need to include menu manager here in the game file, and we can't do forward declarations because I need access to the members of game in order to kind of do the functionality that I'm trying to do here. So that's kind of what issue we're running into. No C#, but don't really want to use Unity. What game engine are you looking into? Godot? Something like that? Unreal? Oh shit. Yeah, but I feel like this is still kind of scuffed. I really don't want to do this. That's why I was like, you know what, let's just put this in the fucking game file or something, I don't know. Thanks for the sub, Synthology? That is such a cool name. That is the coolest name I think I've ever heard. But I genuinely don't know how I can do this with what we currently have. I don't know. Should have had Snorlax look over my code. You're having circular dependencies. Circular dependencies? What do you mean? I guess I've never heard that term. What's that reference to? Oh, are you talking about like include like I need access to game here, but I need access to the menu manager here. That's kind of what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's the name for it. What got you to start streaming and making videos? I don't know. I guess I've always kind of liked it. In 2023 I used to stream means A needs B, B needs A. Yeah, exactly. That's the issue I'm running into. I don't know the best way to solve that. Maybe it's like I'd have to refactor some things. But my first stream was actually in 2023. I used to stream chess. Can you guys believe that? I used to stream chess, and but I had like shit internet at the time. And then fast forward, early 2024, I started streaming again. Yeah, I'll probably have to refactor the code because forward declarations won't help me here, I don't think. I mean, unless, I don't know, can I do like a forward I mean, I guess I haven't done too much with forward declarations, but can I do like a forward declaration where I do I don't know, like if I did this, for instance, game, and basically copied the party, or like the members, will this work? Because the thing is, we need access to these guys. I guess that would technically work. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Right, yeah, you can do forward declarations, but like, I guess would this work? Because the thing is, I just need access to these members from the game file. That's really kind of it. You guys think that'll work? I mean, we could test it out. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I used to want to be a director when I was a kid, and I've been posting YouTube videos since I was 12 years old. So I've actually been making content for a very long time. Not good content, but you know, just content in general. So yeah, I feel like would this work? I don't know how good of an idea that is, but I guess this is technically a forward declaration that we could do. I don't see the harm in this. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Forward declaration with members, can you do that? Because it'll change based on, thanks for the sub, IQ? For declarating class, yeah, using for declared class as members. No, not as members. For declaration, my class. Do something. Because I need like a for declaration to the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Why not introduce a game data manager that game includes and menu manager includes? Game can manage its data through that abstraction, and menu manager can read what it needs. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So I guess, okay, that's kind of a sick solution. So basically what you're saying is, here in the game object, or like in the game declaration, it would just have that object of game data, basically, is what you're saying. First get annoying from my experience. Yeah, I clearly didn't factor in this point. I kind of like Jacob's idea. Is that kind of what you mean though? Yeah, like a class that basically holds these members, and then we can just include it, or yeah, we can have it here in game, but at the same time we can include it from the menu manager as well. I like that actually. Yeah, for any data that needs to be shared. Damn. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. I'll make sure to give you credit when I sell this on Steam. When it gets greenlit. Okay. Yeah, I really like that idea. I think we're gonna do that. We probably need to make a separate folder for game. Let me close some of these fucking folders first though. While I have them all open. Yeah, I really like that idea. It just makes way more sense than doing this shit. make a folder, not for menu, but source in general. Game. Let me put these in game really quick, and then we're gonna do like game data manager, I think. Jacob the goat. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. And I guess we can do some more cool stuff with the actual class. But for right now, we'll just focus on making sure that it can link and, you know, everything can be used. Okay. And yeah, we'll need to include some stuff like party, for instance. Or wait, can we just do party? No. Wait, what is it? It's the fucking... Oh shit. Oh yeah, all this shit's now fucked, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. I hate this. But honestly, this should be pretty easy, because I think all we have to do is just... We just have to do this, don't we? No? Shit. Wait, what did we end up doing for that? Also, I think this is wrong. This is supposed to be character, isn't it? Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense. That should fix itself, though. I think. Yeah. Cool. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Nice. Okay. And I think everything else should be okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we need to get party. Right? And I think that's it for right now. So game data manager. Or we might just do game data, honestly. Just do game data. I could spell game data. And we can do like some cool like functions for it, I guess. That would be needed, or that would be nice to have, if that makes sense. So then here in the game file, we essentially just take these guys and should be able to reference that, I thought, right? Because it's in the same thing. Kind of gross looking, but whatever. It seems like why you use a language that has more sophisticated imports and textual concatenation. More sophisticated imports? Confused. Yeah, so now what we can do is, okay, this is a little iffy now, because now we need to like kind of refactor a lot of this, but it's okay. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, I don't think. By the way, cool little question. How cold is it where you guys are at right now? Support is not quite there yet. Much better than includes particular dependencies. There's still a problem, even in other languages. Yeah, but I'm curious how cold it is where you guys are at. Because it's obviously early December, and places where I'm at usually aren't too cold. Like today, it was like 50 degrees. So, just curious how much you guys might be suffering, or if you guys are experiencing snow at all, so I can get jealous. Okay, and then here we would include um, and basically what we would pass in is right now it's 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Jeez, 3 degrees? 3 degrees Fahrenheit? Seriously? In which app you believe? It's fucking crazy. Currently 80? Live in a tropical country though? Oh, okay. I got you. Damn, bro. Fucking 3 degrees, dude. Bro, it's like... Hold on, let me check the... Okay, it's 44 right now. 44 degrees. Not too terrible. Yeah, damn, bro. Nah, and I be like complaining when it's like when it gets close to like 30 degrees, bro. I'm such a bitch. I'm actually such a bitch, bro. Going outside in any type of weather like this. I'm curious, do I need to like make a member for game data? I guess it wouldn't hurt, but I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe. We just pass in the game data towards the menu manager. I don't know. 35 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City. New York City, oh shit. Hell yeah. Just wanted to visit New York. I bet anyone who actually lives in New York fucking hates how much of like a tourist place it is. Tourists are always there. Like where I live, not much of a tourist location. Yeah, I feel like maybe we'd want to keep the member here. I mean, possibly. I don't know. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Like, could we just possibly pass in the game data for each one? But then again, that's kind of like, it seems like overkill, honestly. We might just do that. I'm gonna just do game data. And basically, whenever it's constructed, we pass in game data. This may not be the best way to do this. And in fact, this is probably a very expensive way of doing this too, because we're passing in an object. But I mean, we've had to do that for quite a few things at this point. And for something like this, it shouldn't really matter all that much. But still, not good to do it. Is there only ever one game in the system, so only one game data? If so, you can make a singleton instead of passing it around in the constructor. I've never actually made a singleton, although, well, no, I did make one actually. Yes, there's only gonna be one. How do you implement a singleton again? We did it the other night, but I didn't end up using it because I did some other shit. I don't know, actually. Look it up. You should probably see game data in a greater scope and pass in references. So only one exists, and you can delete it on quit. I like the idea of a single. Well, I feel like a singleton is exactly what this would be needed for. Create a class, singleton. Right, and you do, there's like a get instance kind of thing. I guess we could do that. So we'd make game data a singleton, basically. Like game data would be a singleton, essentially. So we'd kind of Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, because I feel like including it, I feel like there's no real need to, because also that's, well, if we pass it in, it need to be by reference. And I think about it because I need to be able to reference the right game data because it's only going to be one. Um, so what's up? I don't know, low key, I'm kind of bored. Good to see you. I saw you were like the first person that chatted. I don't know when that was, but good to see you in. So yes, yes, I am still hard at work at the menu system currently. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're making progress. You know what I mean? So, um, maybe game data. Yeah, if it's integrator scopes, then only one exists. You can delete it on quit. Yeah. Well, I guess we define it here. I mean, could we just? I don't know. Could we not just like? You mean like basically define it in the game loop or something? Something like that. Like initialize it there and then something like that. I don't know. Because yeah, I don't want to like pass in the game data. You should split screen your .h by just dragging it. Dragging it? There's a game changer. Wait, what are you talking about? Can you do that? Where's the split screen option? Wait, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Wait, how the fuck do you... Can I not figure that out? Where's the option for it? I've done this like a million times. Oh shit. Oh, you mean like this? Doing this? Oh, I see. Like that? Is that what you're talking about? Try the .h, time to the right screen, I think. Yeah, something like that. Gotcha. Yeah, like doing that. I got you. I never use split screen. I don't really know why. Probably need to. Yeah, I feel like menu manager doesn't need to. Well, maybe. If we passed in like a reference of the game data to menu manager. But then again, maybe, well, it would need to be more so a pointer to the game data. Because it'd have to point to like the overall main data, I think, right? Do you remember yesterday I told you you could use, yes, I do remember that, right? Basically returns the value. Yeah. I do remember that for sure. Thank you for that. I'm gonna try to get this menu figured out, and then after that, we can definitely work on some more of those UI elements. But in the meantime, I just gotta figure out what the fuck I need to do for this stuff. Yeah, I feel like what if it was more so like a pointer, the game data? So that way we could actually, I don't know if that's actually the best idea, but something like that. Oh, do links not work? What do you mean? Oh, I think Nightbot, doesn't let you. I don't know, let me check. Hold on, I could probably disable it. Or disable, Nightbot's fucking moderation. Yeah, I can do that. If Nightbot would load, let me do this real quick. Does that not work? Would we need to pass in a pointer, I guess? Yeah, possibly so. Yeah, okay. Okay, Nightbot. Looks like the link moderation isn't on. So I don't know why it wouldn't allow you to send links. Thought it would take more time to figure it out. Oh, like doing that. Yeah. You have it's as simple as you can think of. You said it's an image. Do you have like a repository for it or something? Something like that? Yeah, this works for now. Whatever. This works for now, so then we can just reference, we don't need to pass in anything for that. We just use, instead of party. The thing is though, it's gonna look kind of janky because it's gonna be like game data, and then, yeah, let me just fucking do this. Well, actually, it'll be like this, won't it? Game data? No? Oh, because it's not able to reference it, right? Right. No, still can't do it? Would it not be able to? Oh, I guess it doesn't have access to the members, does it? I guess what we can do instead is we can just do like a... Maybe it doesn't need to be... Just make it a struct. Fuck it. Just to see what happens. Yeah. So then we can do player party, then print party info for that. Looks very janky, but boom, there we go. I didn't get a GitHub, or you didn't set up a GitHub yet? Gotcha. Send it to me on Discord. Do you have Discord? I can drop my my Discord thing. A lot of errors going on right now. Why is this still not working? Oh, it's because we have it defined here, don't we? There we go. Okay, so this works now. Good. Yeah, sure. All right, but let me. All right, you can send it to me on Discord. Yeah, so this, we'll just reference this again, right? And then it's gonna be the same shit basically. It's gonna be data, and then player party, and then print party info. And same thing with this. What the fuck? Baby enemy party. I think that would work. I think that would work. We'll see. Nope. Enemy party? No. Do we not have a member? Anybody? Wait. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit. Wait a minute. We're gonna need to reference current index as well. Oh shit. This is gonna look a little weird now that I think about it. Because what we need to do is we need to do game data, and then get the arena and reference current index, I think. Oh shit, we gotta do this is gonna look so janky, bro. Game data, current index. I'm gonna join your server anyways. Works out. Okay, bet. Let me. Okay. Go to an acceptor really quick so that way you can send me what you need to send me. But yeah, this is gonna look kind of weird. It's really gonna look weird. Current index. So then this references the party. Then we can do print party info. What a line. What a line of code right there. It looks so atrocious. But it is what it is. And I guess that's really it. I mean, for the fight. Yeah, that's really it. Now we need to you made methods in game data that get current arena for you like that instead. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could do that. That's true. Because this is a little, this looks a little gross. Yeah, we could just probably do something like that, I think. I just started thinking though about the next menu and what would be needed for that. And because the next menu is a combat menu, which would need to reference a lot of combat stuff. But then again, I think that is, we can just link combat, I think. I don't think that should be an issue. Maybe. Shouldn't be, I don't think. I think it'll be okay. We can probably link combat if you want, but it's not really that bad, honestly. Yeah, it's not terrible, but like I look at this and I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I'm gonna, maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll come back to it. So I think I'll need to include combat, which honestly, combat includes party. We can just kind of do away with that. No? Oh, okay. Okay. And then, yeah, so the thing is, we just need to, are you employed currently? Yes, Link, I am employed. Thankfully. Do you plan on implementing a shop? That would be really cool. I would like to do that, I think, because another option I want to be in this menu would be like items. You can use like a potion or some shit. That'd be kind of sick. That'd be kind of sick, I think. So probably, yeah. I would think so. I don't think I want to do that. But so now we can do the select skill, and the good thing about this is that we have all of the methods already kind of set out for us when it comes to this, so we should be able to, and honestly what we can do is we can just make this a function in combat now that I think about it. So I just clicked on your stream and I need advice if I should learn if you should leave your data analyst job to pursue software dev. I have a CS degree, my CS degree, but I ended up working close to home as a data analyst. I feel like I'm not taking enough risk in my 20s. Shit, dude, I'm 22, man. I'm 22 and I'm still a CS student. So I really don't got much advice, if I'm being honest. I mean, I have a part-time job at a tech company. Doing programming and coding, obviously, but so I wouldn't go based on my advice, if I'm being honest with you, bro. Taking enough risk in your 20s though, I don't know. I feel like 20s is like, when you're in your 20s, I feel like that's kind of the time to take the most amount of risk. Maybe it definitely fucking depends on the person in your situation, so I don't know. I'm 25 and barely got any courses in CS. I started a year ago on my own. I love the grind though and designing projects. Yeah, the market right now is kind of shit too, so staying in that might be the best thing. don't leave your job yet, but you can apply and see if you get an interview. To your resignation if you get a job offer from a new company. Put all your savings on red. Don't listen to Jack. Don't fucking listen to Jack. Unless you're really willing to gamble that. Choose a skill. Yeah, this is actually going to be a really interesting implementation here. It'd be I am kind of curious how this is actually going to work out. What we're about to do, I mean. So. Now, the thing is, now that I think about it too. Yeah, I'm weighing money and stuff like that. I feel like ramping up to be coding interview ready is like a 3 to 6 month project. Hey man, I'm looking to learn C#. I know the smallest amount of JavaScript and I'm basically able to read C#. I just have trouble learning it because I get bored watching tutorials. Any tips? I get bored watching tutorials too. Typically what I try to do is if I'm trying to learn a new language, I definitely try to build an actual project with it or something with it, right? I mean, this project is less about making an actual game, you know, to like sell or something. And it's more about learning it. So, I mean, in terms of learning it, yeah, just make stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, just make like a game, make something, you know, like this is just purely using C++. It has no, it has no like interface. It has no graphics of any kind. It's just pure C++, and it's purely for learning and getting better at C++. So I recommend doing something kind of like this. So, see my main menu code on Discord, by the way. All right, bet. Thank you. I will look at it, take a nice little gander at it. Ooh, this is actually kind of interesting because the thing about this is that it'll change. This needs to be a dynamic thing. Like, shit, how would I implement this? I need this to be kind of dynamic. Add a small spyware just for fun. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? I'll make it a downloadable. That way everyone can enjoy it. Yeah, this needs to be dynamic, so therefore we need to have like dynamic, I feel like that's possible, but I'm trying to think of like how that would even be possible. I guess we would just do like for skill list. Yeah, okay, no, I can see how we do it. I can see how we do it. For the vector, we do like a for loop of the skill list of the player, and then reference that skill list, and then add the lambda function with the string, yeah, the skill name, and then the function of that. Right. Yeah, we do that. But then we'd need like another function, wouldn't we? Shit, I don't know. I've always needed a sort of direction in Minecraft mod packs. I always need a quest book or something because I feel like I don't know what to do next. Lists are my favorite thing when it comes to stuff. List? Out of curiosity, what made you choose C++? Just a really good language to learn. I mean, it's used for systems, it's used for game development, it's used for lots of different things. And I mean, you got a pretty good shot at having some decent, you know, good job security if you really kind of know C++. So I also know my two top languages are JavaScript and C++. JavaScript. Okay, this is going to be very interesting because, oh shit, dude. I guess we can make a function that would... King of memory management, you just gotta be good at it. Yeah, don't be like me. I'm not amazing at it. This is more so just so I can learn it more. And we're approaching a very interesting problem now. Hello, MATLAB user here. What's up, Dan the man? The fuck is MATLAB? High level programming? Oh shit. So I guess you're smart? I don't know. Lists, like for example, learning a language, like make this, then do this. I feel like it's rewarding when I have a goal instead of just sitting there and coding some random. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why you should. That's why making a project is good. You know, have a goal. Like, okay, I want to make something like this or that. Language for math, it's miserable. Do you do a lot of math? I'm assuming. What if we had like a function that, well, I don't know. I feel like there might be a better way of wrapping this code a little bit. Yeah, do what Jack said. Making databases though? You do that for fun? It's my idea, use for codes to make the game spicy. Yeah, we're gonna use some colors at a certain point. Right now we're kind of just we're still working on this fucking menu. But yeah, we're eventually gonna do that for sure. Use some color text, you know what I mean? Definitely gonna end up doing that. I can't really decide how I want to do this though, because we basically need to initialize this vector with but it needs to be initialized dynamically based on the well, I guess we could still do that. Oh shit. Maybe, I don't know actually. How the fuck would I do that? Like, ooh. Wait. I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't know exactly how to return like an initializer list or some shit like that. Because it needs to be, oh, you can actually. You can do that. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. I gotta head out, but good luck to your project. Early Merry Christmas. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Really small ones are stupid. They don't want email based. You had to email database account with your request, and it would email back the data. That's cool. That's pretty sick. Could you explain what you're trying to do? Yeah. So we're right now working on a menu manager that would kind of create the necessary amount of menus and add it to a menu stack, so that way we can go forward and backwards in a very scalable and easy to do way. But right now we need to create a menu that would go based on dynamic data. So it would go based on like a variable. That variable being the amount of skills that the player would actually have. So essentially what I'm thinking of doing is, yeah, I'm thinking of returning, yeah, we should maybe make it like a function. Like just like a get. Yeah, we could do something like that. We could do like a, well, not that. What is it again? Do I need a library for that? Let's see. Yes, okay. So I do need that. Right, we could do this. Can we? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that'll still pass in correctly though. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, we can see. And I mean, if we need to refactor this, we can, but yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to do though, is that it needs to go based on dynamic, or it needs to construct this menu dynamically based on the number of skills that a player or a certain party member has. So, and I think the way that we're going to do that is initializer list. Very crazy. Yeah, initializer list. Do I need to say what needs to be in there? I do. Oh shit. Can it only be of one type? Because that's kind of an issue. No, wait, no, it's not. Is it an issue? It is an issue. Is it an issue? It is an issue. Because it would have to be... It would need to... It would have to be... shit, yeah, that's not gonna work, actually. I guess we can do this a different way. We don't need to do it like this. Let me initialize the vector empty, get the player data, and add options conditionally to the vector before I'm placing it in the menu stack. We could do that. We definitely could, I guess. I'd like to do it here if I can. But yes, the menu manager does know the player data because it holds this this pointer to the game data and goes based on that. So there's definitely a way to do this though. There's 100% a way to a good way to do this. It'd basically be like this. Like, okay, just kind of following what you said. If we did something like this, we'd do like a for loop kind of going through the game data. Select skill menu. Yeah, so it's only gonna go based on the player party. Game data, player party. Oh, but shit, we're also gonna need to be able to get the specific player or the specific party member. Yeah, so that's something else too. Shit. I mean, maybe we can maybe have like in the game data, we can maybe have like a party index. That way it's kind of global and we can just kind of go based on that. Yeah, I like that idea. We'll just do that. Bug it. Party index. Okay. And this, I mean, this is going to require us to refactor some code 100%, but it's okay. Because I've done that plenty of times already. It's kind of crazy to think my first stream, like just how wildly different it all is. Why is this not working? Party index? Oh, because we need to do game data. Party index, right? Yeah. Party index, party index. And then we need to reference this, wouldn't we? Although something's going on here. Oh, it's because, yeah, I used the wrong fucking... Then we should be able to reference, yeah, okay, so we have to reference that. The skill list, right? Or get skills? We need to get skills and then size? Because that's kind of fucking... Because at this point, like, holy shit. Look at this line of code. That is absurd. Do we not have, like, a get skills for that? We're gonna make one right now if that's the case, because that's absurd. We have a get skills. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna do a get skills. Like get skill size, that kind of thing. Get skills size, or get skill list size. Do we have this function somewhere? I feel like we have a function called get skill list, but I don't know where it is. I don't even think it's in here. It's like somewhere else. Whatever. Get skill list size is what it is. I haven't touched the character class in so long. You return skills.size. There we go. Cool. Yeah, because we're gonna need to reference that at some point. Like, we need to go ahead and just make that now. So now we can just, I mean, it's still like not great, but I think it's better. I don't know. Add a get game party, player party skill. Yeah, yeah. That's a good idea. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, it's a perfect idea. How many subs am I at, by the way? Because I think I'm close to 600. Oh shit, bro. We're 12 subs away from 600. 12 subs away from 600. Don't feel forced to sub or anything like that, but it'd be really cool if you did. Yeah, so what we would do is basically for each of those skill list, basically what would happen is we would reference the string that's needed. Skills. Like for instance, this is just a proof of concept more so, but we did string skill name equals and then we'd have to do game data player party, this shit yet again, and we'd be going through yeah, no, we'd be referencing that when we, and then we do we could just return skill, or we could just have something that kind of like gets the skills instead of having to do all this shit every time. Yeah, because I feel like that's just absurd. Like I feel like we don't really need to do all this. Let me do that really quick. Because it'll be it's a list of skills, so it'd have to be like a vector. We're gonna have, wait, what? Hold on, wait. No, okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think so. Be a vector of skill, and I think it's a vector of skill pointers, right? Let me just double check that. Yeah, vector of skill pointers. What the fuck is this? What? Why do we have that? For what do we have that for? Alright, whatever. It's a vector of skill pointers. And, I think... skills, I don't know. It's getting that from somewhere too, but whatever. Skills, and we just reference all of this, basically. But we would just do, get skills. Like that. Right, so let me be able to reference it. Yeah, you're growing, bro. Congrats. Thank you, Rye. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Growing faster than I thought I would, that's for sure. Player party index is basically a way to get the player data. It's a way to reference the specific party member that we need to get the skills from. Because the player party is going to have 4 members, or 4 party members, and we need to be able to reference the correct member in order to print the correct amount of skills, or the right skills for the menu, essentially. Then we can do skills. We would need to get, basically is like skill name, and we'd get that from skills I, right? Skills I, and then get name. Correcto or no? Yes. So get name, and then we would need to get the actual skill itself, or what's it called? What would I need to get from this? The actual functionality of it. Use skill. We would need to get the use skill of it. So yeah, it would have to be a function, I think. It'd be like a function What is it? What is skills? What are we doing for that? Void, use skill. Okay, it should be that then. So we need to get, I think this is already here. Function, a void function. And this probably won't be the final implementation of this. This is just more so like a proof of concept, so I can kind of understand how it is that this would actually work. And it would, oh shit. Skill action, we'll call it that. Skill action, skills, and then use skill, which would be a void function, which also, yeah, that's kind of going to be a little, what do we need to pass in for use skill? Can use virtual void use skill characters. Oh shit. God damn it. This is okay. This man actually. Damn it, bro. I guess what we can do is we can just, oh no. Yeah, because we would need access to the shit, dude. Yeah, we need access to it. Well, I mean, the thing is, we would get the target. Maybe in game data, we can hold the source and the target. So that way it's global. And then like, it just kind of resets after every turn. Maybe, like in the combat loop. That might be the way to do it. Because we're going to need to reference that, which, I mean, now that I think about it, this is not going to be what we actually need to do here. We do need to store it somehow, or like we would need to store the skill. Yeah, the skill that would need to be used. Well, actually, no, we need to reference Q, wouldn't we? Yeah, okay, yeah. We need to reference the Q, which I think that would need to be in game data. That's what we need to do. Yeah, so we need to add another thing here. We probably do need to do yeah, we probably do need to add like source, I think, which will be a character pointer, if I'm correct. Where's combat at? Because I'm pretty sure that's what we end up returning for source. Yeah, it's using all these guys. Yeah, so it'd be a character pointer, a source, and a character pointer to target. But then we'd also need like a skill pointer to skill to kind of store. Well, maybe not. Maybe we just need to store the actual queue itself, the action queue. This would be game data. This would be needed for the game data, I think. Yeah, the action queue. Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense, actually. So we'll do character pointer, source. This may not be the best way to do this, but whatever. Source, character pointer, target, and then a queue, in which case, I guess it would, well, no. I mean, I guess not. We would just need to do, I'm very locked in right now. A queue of skill pointers, I think. Excuse me. A queue of skill pointers. Action queue. I believe that's it. What's up, Asa? Is that how you say it? I think so. I think I fucked that up last time too, but hello. Say hi to my Snorlax as well. Alright, thank you. Okay, so yeah, action queue, target. And I think action queue is correct. I don't see why that would not be that. Oh, queue of action. What the fuck is an action? Wait, did we define what an action is? When did we define what an oh, we do? Oh yeah, action. I forgot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I do remember this now. I prefer the time you said it before. Asa. Oh, Asa. Okay, I'm sorry. Good Snorlax. Asa. Alright, sorry. I'm known to butcher names, so I'm not very good at that. Yeah, so I think I understand how this works now. So we need to actually create. So I think, yeah, so in the Lambda function, we would need to create the action and add that to the queue, and that would be the Lambda function, but also it would go to the next menu, I think. Okay. I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. See, I want to be skill pointers to be actions, which we don't have access to. What is it? Combat thing? Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be just global game data. Stupid internet fantasy name. Nah, you're good. No, it's a cool name. It's a cool name. Cooler than my name, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that'll work, being honest. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So what's gonna happen is we don't need to do this. We just need to store, or we just need to add it to the queue. Get name, use skill, which I guess we would need to get that in a way. Yeah, we would need to get that. Because the source would be... You might want to put this in an object. I don't actually know. Wait a minute, can't we just reuse code from the combat? Because we have get player skill. Let me make sure this actually works. Pick skill, character. Yeah, so we can maybe just pass in character source, which character source would just be... Yeah, why don't we just do this shit? What the fuck? I think I'm making this more complex than I need to. Although the thing is that this is returning a skill pointer, but then again, that's actually quite nice because then we could just add it to the queue, which is exactly how the system works in the first place. We do process turn, which, yeah. That's probably going to have to change, but it's okay. I think it most certainly will change. It's all good though. Everything's changing, so is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's the way better way to do that, I think. The thing is though, we would need to get player skill. Get player skill. Hold on, let me just work out what would actually need to be happening here. We would do, not menu stack, we would do like the action queue, for instance. Or no, we'd have to reference it from the game data, firstly. Action queue in place. And then we'd have to do, from combat, which we do have access to. No, but we'd need, that's okay, that's interesting because the way that we have it in place right now, I feel like I'm rediscovering how my game works. Yeah, because the way that we're working is we literally create a battle with player party in the arena. And so I think what we would need to do is in game data, we'd actually need to store this, the battle, because only one battle can happen at a time. So I feel like that's kind of easy to do in that sense. So I think we'll add that to game data as well. We're just adding everything to game data. I mean, it makes the most sense, I guess. just do combat current battle. No? Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't know what combat is. Combat. Cool. Cool. Nice. Thank you guys for 12 likes, by the way. Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. We are incredibly close to 600 subscribers. So, you don't have to subscribe if you're not, but that is partially my goal for tonight. Partially. My main goal is just to get this thing to fucking work, but, you know, we'll see where we end up. Yeah, so in place, grumble, God objects, grumble, separation of concerns, grumble. What do you mean? Am I doing something wrong? I guess these are technically... What is a God object? Is that just like an object that's accessible from everywhere? Is an anti-pattern that refers to a class that controls or has excessive knowledge about a large portion of the system. This class typically centralizes multiple, often unrelated responsibilities and holds references to a vast number. Okay, why God objects are problematic? Oh, so I guess I'm making a God object basically with game data. Because I mean that's the whole reason I was making game data, is because like I want access to certain things, like certain variables from everywhere. But I guess, I don't know, why are they problematic? Reduced maintainability, changes in one area that God object can inadvertently impact other seemingly unrelated parts of the system, leading to unexpected bugs. Decreased readability. Okay, yeah, that's probably true. Limited reusability. Its highly specialized nature and extensive dependencies hinder its reuse. Damn, so I guess this is probably not a good idea. I don't know. But I was recommended to use game data. But I guess we're kind of adding like everything to game data. But it's like, I mean, it's relevant information. And it's the need. I don't think we need anything else besides this. The current index, party index, source, target, action queue, current battle. This is like just more so generalized game data that we kind of need for a good amount of the code, I would think. I don't know. I just want something to work, bro. I just want something to work. I just want to have a good idea of what we're doing. In place, what were we in placing here? Action queue, get some fire. What's up, Xander the Grand? What's up, bro? I think it'd be fine if game data didn't have the action queue and source and target. Yeah, okay. No, I agree with that. Because I think we can probably just do that in combat. Or what I'm thinking is we could add those members here in combat. I think that'd make it more readable. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think it'll be okay if we don't do that. I do want to add it here though. Turn count's already there too, so that can stay. As far as current battle goes, I feel like we would still need to have that, maybe? I don't know. I'm more so just trying to figure out how to do all of this. Hey, game dev here. What's up, Eric? Are you like a professional game dev? If so, please do not judge my code. It is atrocious. It's a mess. But it's okay. Because we're having fun. That's what it's all about, right? Yeah, so we would need to... Okay, this is still kind of weird because we'd have to do... Instead of this, it'd have to be current battle And then we'd have to reference the action queue. Which I mean is fine, I guess, but it's like, still, I don't know. Yeah, I was C++ developer at Gameloft since then I have my own company. That's awesome. That's awesome, Eric. Why C++? I like C++. It's used quite a bit for game dev, obviously, and systems, all that kind of stuff. So it's a pretty good language to be well versed with, I think. So C++ is the best language by far. There are some people that would disagree. Some people have mixed feelings about it. I like it though, personally. Personally, I like it. Yeah, this is still kind of iffy, still kind of gross, but it's okay. And I feel like what we would need to do is this might be actually pretty easy. Easier than I think it is. Because I don't think we need to loop over anything here. I think we can simply just sorry. Like I feel like we could maybe just do it kind of how we were doing the normal Lambda functions, but the only thing is that it's kind of like it's dynamic, obviously, so we can't really do that. This is the select skill menu. So it's like, well, maybe it doesn't have to operate the exact same way. Maybe we could just, instead of create select skill menu, we can just instead kind of do the same thing that we've been doing. Yeah, because we really don't need to do anything crazy, I don't think. Maybe just some added functionality here and there. But then again, it's still a menu. It needs to be added to the stack so that way we can go back and have a back option. We might have to refactor how we did that in the first place, which really sucks. I don't like that, but I suggest using singletons. I keep hearing that. I honestly think I need to learn about singletons before I do anything else because, dude, I had someone else come in and say something about singletons, and I really think that's probably the best thing that I should do. I've never worked with singletons, and I'm honestly I just learned about lambdas, so I will trust your judgment though, Eric. I will trust your judgment. I've made a singleton once for this project, but I didn't end up using it. Or I didn't end up needing it, I don't think, so. Yeah, this whole thing is a mess, if I'm being honest. I should have had Snorlax just write my code. Creating a singleton class is a few lines only. Really? Shit. Let me, the only time I ever use AI is to learn something new. And don't worry, I'm using Codex and it's chat only, it's not agent, so it's not gonna write anything for me. But I do use it to learn something new. So, what are singletons and how are they implemented? Because I am a student, right? So, we might want to learn about singletons, if I'm being honest. The thing is, though, AI can sometimes get it kind of wrong. Singleton is a creational pattern that ensures exactly one instance of a class exists and provides a global point of access to it. Okay. Key ideas: private constructor, destructor to prevent direct construction, destruction. Static accessor, instance get that creates the object on first use and always returns the same instance. Copy move operations deleted to prevent cloning. Often lazily initialized. Thread safety must be explicitly. So this is an example. Yeah, see, I've seen this. This is like the instance. This is like how you get the instance. And if you do so, I suggest making them controlled. So for example, on store pointers and static variables, not the class itself, and on the first installation, make the pointer set to the actual value. Interesting. Okay. Return instance. Static my singleton instance. Created once, thread safe in C++, 11. Return instance. Then we have these constructors, it looks like. Const my singleton. So I guess what would I need the singleton for, I guess? Or like what would need to be like what would need to be turned into a singleton basically is what I'm asking. I'd have to get like ideas in terms of that. How many subs are we at? 589. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. We growing. Just create a singleton base class, and all manager classes should be derived from that. All manager classes. So like menu manager should be derived from it. Game data manager should be derived from it, basically. Is that what you mean? And any class that you want to reach anywhere easily. Okay. Interesting. Yes. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So I guess I'd have to make like a base singleton class. And then, yeah. I see. Why is doing this discouraged? I'm kind of curious about that. You said, instead of passing this around as lambdas, I guess I'm curious as to why it is discouraged. Because what we were doing, not that it's like working, but I don't know. I went from 14 likes to 12 likes. That's funny. Generally never capture this. I'm just... Really? You don't want to do this? Interesting. I thought that was like the main thing. Because you can create dangling pointers. Oh. I didn't know that. Did not know that. Okay, what was I trying to do? Maybe I'll make singletons next time. I don't know. Pretty. Don't get used to it. Gotcha. I might make a singleton based class another time. I do want to see if what I was trying to work on would work. Space. But the thing is that the menu is still kind of interesting. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was thinking at first. It would still need to be a menu and hold a vector of commands, but these vector, so I guess what I could do is in combat, just kind of be able to create and represent the vector of commands of skills. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. I think what would happen is, yeah, okay, I'll just do that instead. Because I think I'm still going to need that no matter what. So it would need to return, oh shit. Generally, it's not a good idea to return vectors, is it? I don't know. You show around what is done and what is the main idea for the program? Yeah. You know, I may not stream much longer, so I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of commit what I have and just kind of show you a brief overview of what the program does. Because I got work tomorrow, so I can't be up too late. What did we add? We added fight menu and skill menu. Okay. So yeah, let me just kind of show you what we got. Okay. I think honestly, everything should still work properly. But basically it's like a text-based RPG, like an arena fighter kind of thing. What does it say? I'm sure those who criticize the programming language you use don't even know the basics of any programming language. Oh, what? Like, because I use C++? People criticize... Do people criticize C++? I don't know why. I mean, I don't really care, but... Yeah, basically it's like an arena fighter. You create like a party of 4 members, right? And then you can select like a class. So like party member 1, John. Choose a class for John. Warrior, right? Party member 2, Harold. Make him a mage. Jesse, archer. And then Harry, healer. Okay, then it's like choose an option. You can either fight or you can print the party stats or you can quit. If you print party stats, you can see all the different statistics of the different characters. Right, like attack, defense, magic, resistance, that kind of stuff. Then if you fight, it starts the first battle. So it says entering battle 1 of 4. Battle has begun. John, Harold, Jesse, and Harry versus enemy 1, enemy 2, enemy 3, enemy 4. Just as a placeholder for right now. And then print all the stats, which we're not going to do this anymore, but for right now it just has it. And then hello there. What's up, Foxy? How are you? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Then we have, so turn 1, John's turn, can select from 2 different skills, either attack or defend. So we're going to have John attack and then choose your target, enemy 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're going to do enemy 2. Okay, Harold's turn, we're going to have Harold defend, and they can only choose themselves as the target, so we'll do that. Jesse's turn attack, and we'll just have them attack enemy 2. Then we have these messages that, you know, enemy 2 lost 29 HP, Harold's defense was raised by 9.5, enemy 2 lost 23 HP, and then enemy 2 lost 9 HP. And then the enemies get the move as well, based on a randomly generated move from them. So we have enemy 1's defense was raised by 11.5, Jesse lost 26 HP, enemy 3's defense was raised by 11.5, and Harold lost 26.5. So, doing good, probably should go to sleep, but some coding a game has a stream. So I can't? What are you talking about? You say you're coding a game? Or because my stream is on, you're not going to bed? Because I'll end it right fucking now. I'll end it right now. Probably gonna end it soon. I haven't eaten like at all today, so. But yeah, basically, I can spam 1, and the enemy 1 will end up dying, and then we only list out enemy 2, 3, and 4. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, so Someone's coding in has a stream, so I can't. Got you. Oh, so you're like kind of. Well, I guess I have to end stream then. I guess. So that way you can actually go to sleep. I wasn't gonna stay on much longer. I'm still fucking working at this menu system, but it's like I think we're gonna have to refactor how like we're gonna need to refactor how the get skills is done, because like get player skill, like we're gonna have to refactor basically how this entirely works, because like it's like because of the new menu system now, it's like we're using menus now, so it's like different. So it's 4 a.m. here too. Jeez, 4 a.m. It's only like 9 p.m. here, but I still need to make sure I get to bed. What are you working on now? Yeah, just the menu manager. Still working on this, but we might have to refactor some of this stuff too, as well. And then we added a game data struct for just generalized game data, but it may not be good practice to do this. So what we might want to do is we might want to look into singletons, right? And maybe see if we can implement something like that and see how that would help our cause. Yeah, same 4 a.m. Jeez, bro, what the fuck? You guys up at 4 a.m., bro? Y'all are crazy. It's 9 p.m. where I'm at. It's early in the day compared to you guys. Jeez. Crazy, crazy. But yeah, that's where we're at currently, so I don't know. Don't really know. So I'm hoping that we can get this thing figured out soon, because I want to get back more into like the fun stuff, you know what I mean? Like I'm so tired of doing fucking UI stuff. Like that's never what I like. 8 p.m. for me. Oh, 8 p.m. for you. Got you. By the way, never. Yeah. I try not to, but I know that I did in some of my stuff. So that was a lesson learned. I don't remember where I did though. Yeah, but I know not to use that. Now I know not to use that. I just haven't gone through my code and like fixed it, I guess. But thank you for the advice. I do know that that's a pretty common mistake, pretty common like beginner mistake. It's because it's taught like in college. They teach you to write that. So, I mean, I guess they do it like for simplicity, but it's like they teach you to write it, but they don't tell you like maybe you shouldn't do this, you know? Like in bigger projects, they don't like tell you that. They just I don't know. They just let that shit happen. So I don't know. But yeah. Damn. Is what it is though, honestly. I mean, we'll get to it. We'll get this thing done. And when we do get it done, it's gonna be sick, alright? It's gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be a great game. We're gonna sell it on Steam, and all of us are gonna split the profits. I mean, even if you do, you should only use in local scopes. Gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of what kills the motivation often, doing a lot of work and not many results on the screen. Yeah, exactly. Although, I don't know, like, there's still something. But never in headers. Gotcha. Did I use it in a header? I mean, I wouldn't, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be surprised if I did, but... Don't think so. Although I definitely might have. Use it here? Yeah, I did use it here. Jeez. I mean, I guess I can go back through and kind of fix that really quick. I don't know. I guess it doesn't hurt. But then again, like, oh god, that might actually like really mess some stuff up. I mean, not mess some stuff up, but I would just have to, like, for instance, I'd have to go through these and do all that. I mean, I guess I don't mind. Screw it. I mean, I might have to do it eventually, so let's just do it now. Get it over with. Which I know I can just change it. I think I can do Control F, can I? Yeah, we might want to do that actually. Let's do that. Any couts we'll do replace with this. Oh shit. Okay, well that fucked up what we just did. Damn it. Whatever, it's fine. Also a good tactic, using Hungarian notation makes the code readable. As you know, what is a member variable type? Hungarian notation? What is Hungarian notation? Do you use multiple cursors in VS Code? No. Multiple cursors? No. Usually most of the C and C++ projects do that. What's Hungarian notation? Is it, oh wait, is that a way of, no, I think I probably have an idea of what it is. Yeah, like the members, the global variables, yeah, okay. Yeah, you should definitely get to know multi-cursors. Multi-cursors. What does it allow you to do? Oh, no. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's where you can like select multiple things, I think, right? Or you can like do multiple things to a certain thing. Yeah. No, I've seen that notation before. Although it's not, I don't think they taught us that in school. Although you can't really rely on school for teaching you computer science all that much, so. Yeah, looking into that would be good. For sure. Damn. Well, I think I might head out. Pretty good stream though, pretty good stream. I think we got some stuff done. I mean, not a ton, I guess, at the end of the day. I mean, only like a 2-hour stream, so you can't really expect too much to really be done out of it, but you know, we got some stuff done. It's come from the 32 API as the original developer guy was doing this. And he was Hungarian. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's where the name comes from. I see. Good night, Apple. Good night. I will be streaming tomorrow. Probably around the same time. Around either 6:30 or 7, somewhere around there. And yeah. So I think I'm gonna look into how I want to approach this a little bit before stream. So that way we can actually do a lot more writing in tomorrow's stream. And yeah. Well, have a good rest of your day or night, I guess. Thank you, I appreciate it. Definitely nighttime, 9 p.m. here where I'm at, so gonna be getting some good sleep. So you as well, Foxy, get some rest. All right, it's 4 a.m. Come on now, what are we doing? All right, but yeah, that's about it, guys. Stay safe. Tune in tomorrow if you want, or don't. We're nearly at 600 subs, so fuck yeah. Thank you guys so much for the support I've been seeing recently. It's been incredible. So thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, you have a good night. Thank you guys.